South Bay Lakers head coach gets brutally honest about Bronny James. Let's get into this, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. Let's go. So as you guys see here in the headliner, obviously the head coach has something to say about Bronny James thus far. So let's dive into it. Now, guys, our good brethren, Bronny James, has been nothing short of a disappointment. He is not an NBA player. He is a professional video gamer who is living out his dad's dream. Okay, now that we know that, let's put this into context. I have made several videos exposing Bronny James because of what LeBron James said. For those who do not remember what LeBron James said, this is what he said. Man, Bronny definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Shit, lightweight, hilarious. So now we're just trying to get to what the joke is, because the only thing that's looking like a joke, man, is Bronny James. Okay, damn. This has to look crazy as hell walking this back, LeBron James, because this ain't it. Okay? If nobody's going to tell you the truth, which I'm quite sure LeBron James knows this by now, he has an eye for the game. How do you get rid of Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and so many other NBA caliber players and think that your son is anywhere near that level, right? So like I said, Bronny James has not had the best start of his NBA season, and it did not help that LeBron James, painted a target on his back. He has been giving everybody the same thing since Summer League, college, and now the G League and the pros, right? I mean, like literally, the guy can you give me a 10-point game? I would love to see Bronny put together a 10-point game, maybe 4 assists, right? And maybe like 2 steals. Like that's pretty solid to me. But it seems like when Bronny James goes to the G League, he is literally completely outshined, especially by Quincy Olivari, the guy who was snubbed, who should have had that 4-year deal. So any chance that Quincy Olivari gets, he's going to remind Bronny James of who he is and where Bronny James should be, which is in the G League. And that's how these cats are going to continue to approach Bronny James every single time. They're not going to make it easy for a guy who's always had it easy. They're just not going to do that. And LeBron James knows that. That's why he doesn't want this young man to travel in away games. He wants to be there home games when he can. Maybe Savannah can be there to protect Bronny James, because he knows that Bronny James doesn't have that grit. He hasn't been through any adversity. Some people say a heart attack. I mean, unfortunate things happen to a lot of people. That doesn't mean that you're battle tested. It just means that you had an unfortunate situation. Now, God bless the kid. I do think that he's a very nice kid, but we got to critique his game. The South Bay Lakers have been off to an impressive start with a 2-0 record for the first 2 games. The Los Angeles-based team looks poised to make a strong impact this season, behind standout performances from players like Quincy Olivari. What did I just tell y'all? Quincy Olivari is the topic of the town right now, okay? It is not just Bronny James. Bronny James is the topic because of LeBron James, of course. But anybody else out there who watches basketball, they really wanted this kid on the Lakers. Everybody was advocating that the Lakers get some type of deal done, being that they snubbed this guy of a roster spot. And here he is in the G League straight balling, but yet they keep calling the guy up to the pros to travel with the Lakers, only averaging 4.2 points when this guy is averaging 30 points. Make it make sense, please. Despite his high-profile entry into professional basketball, Bronny James has faced challenges adapting to the rigors of the G League. In his second game, his performance fell short of expectations, though he continues to acclimate to the team's style of play. This is a question for LeBron James. Why does your son have to be acclimated to a lower level when you already said that your son was better than some of the current NBA players now? I mean, seriously, like, why? Why LeBron James? And in a time and era where, I mean, let's be honest, it's not as intense as it was back in MJ, Kobe time. Like, dude, you can come into the NBA and make an impact if you can play. This kid can't play. So this is what the South Bay Lakers head coach Zach Guthrie had to say about Mr. Bronny James Jr. It's about competing at a high level and playing the right way. We need to raise our collective intensity on the ball. It's hard when you haven't played at a high school level your whole life. You have to learn to be physical, dictate the pace, and adapt to modern offenses. In the G League, there are no days off. Every possession matters. And guess what, guys? He said a mouthful here because he knows that Bronny James does not have that hunger. These kids are literally dying to just get that first contract. a 1-year contract or whatever, a two-year contract, some type of contract that can at least put them on the right trajectory and make some type of impact in their families. You know what I mean? So every possession is going to matter. Everybody's trying to get to the next level. LeBron James Jr. comes in there pouncing around, fresh off of Madden or Call of Duty. Oh, guys, I'm just here. I know you guys are better than me, but it doesn't matter because my dad's LeBron James. It's that smug arrogance that's going to rub these players the wrong way. And that's why this coach is saying, like, look, bro, you got to come out and play the right way. We know what your dad telling you. We know that you got it easy. You know the coach not going to come out and say what he really wants to say. But I feel like this is good for the coach to point this out because he's going to support the guys that he knows deserve a chance. And Quincy Olivari, man, the way that this guy is making headlines in LA right now, you see the Laker page post him. You see social media posting him. They're pretty much crying out loud. Hey, get this guy on the roster, Lakers. You could use this guy far more than you could use a lot of these guys that are injured on your roster that have guaranteed money. If you don't want to use him, release the kid. Release the kid and let another NBA team pick him up for what he's worth. Because it doesn't make any sense to me, man. We need to raise our collective intensity on the ball. Who do you guys think that he's talking to? It's hard when you haven't played at a high school level your whole life. Who you guys think he's talking about? I mean, he's calling it like it is, man. LeBron James knows that this boy has been given everything. The All-American game. Come on now. Does Bronny James look like an All-American McDonald's basketball player to you? Seriously. It's because of who his dad is. His last name holds tremendous weight. And shout out to this coach, Zach Guthrie, for coming out here, man, and saying what it is. There are no days off. Every possession matters. Y'all see Bronny James Jr. out there just deer in headlights. He looks like he does not belong. He looks like he does not know where to be. Coach Guthrie says you have to dictate pace and adapt to modern offenses. Bronny James just doesn't know. He just doesn't know. They keep saying that he needs to get more time. Okay, well, he needs more time. Why didn't he stay in college? Why doesn't he want to travel everywhere in the G League? He should be literally everywhere with this team at all times. And he needs to earn his spot. Not just putting this dude in because of who your dad is. That's how you lose a locker room, honestly. Honestly, that's why it's so many mixed emotions over there in the Lakers organization. Because there are a lot of professional players advocating for Quincy Olivari to be on that roster instead of Bronny James. And that is agitating and irritating to LeBron James. LeBron James is irritated. He wants everybody to look at his son the way he looks at his son. Your son is now in the pros, right? Even though he was forced, he will be judged accordingly. It's not to say that he's a bad kid, but LeBron James, man, you wanted this, bro. You painted this target on your son's back. This is way far more worse than what LeVar Ball did for Lonzo Ball, because at least Lonzo Ball had the physical gifts. At least Lonzo Ball his shot was falling, even when his shot was flunky. At least it was falling. At least he had some type of point guard skill set. I can't say the same for Bronny James. And like I said, you guys are going to continue to see things like this. Quincy Olivari shines as South Bay's leader. They're going to keep promoting this kid. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually LeBron pulls a plug and say, don't send my son to the G League again because he can't handle his son being embarrassed, because guess what? His son is a reflection of him. He's not going to like it. And that's exactly why this kid, man, bless his heart, sweet kid. But this kid, he isn't going to have the proper growth because he's just not battle tested. He's been coddled. He's been spoiled. He doesn't want to stay at the Courtyard Marriott. He's too good for that. He doesn't want to fly commercial. He's too good for that. So, hey, I mean, good luck. Okay, good luck, because these videos are going to keep coming. People are going to keep criticizing. And if the Lakers fall short in any way, LeBron James and his son will get the fall. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thumbs up. Like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.